considered set dressing the shit out of this and like changing my outfit and my hair and stuff, but like I haven't gotten a shower in 3 days. Why would I lie to you? Hey guys. Sorry if I look exhausted. I am. I'm sorry if I look sick. I am. Sorry if it looks like I just walked through the rain and wind. I did. Sorry I'm apologizing so much. I'm Canadian. So I know that I still have to make like an introduction for you guys, and I absolutely plan on doing that, but I wanted to get a more important topic out of the way first. And that is the topic of bullying. When I was younger, I was bullied a lot, but for my weight mostly, because I come from a big boned chubby family, and I am a big boned chubby person, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. You know, I wasn't always though, and it had a lot to do with things that people would say and how much it affected me. And you know, when I was younger, like, people used to like compare me to an elephant, and to this day I cannot see an elephant without getting panicked. But this video is not to tell you the sob story. This video is to tell you what to do about it. I know that a big thing that is heard a lot is just ignore it, it'll go away, but that is not always true. And I am going to tell you to try to ignore it to an extent, but if it doesn't stop, do not continue trying to ignore it. It is true that some bullies only do it to get a rise out of you and whatever, and like if you don't respond, they'll stop, but not always. The truth is that people make up excuses for bullies a lot, but some people are just really freaking nasty, and they're not going to stop if you ignore them sometimes. And what I would say to do then is tell a parent, tell a relative that you're close to, tell a teacher, tell the police if it gets that far, tell somebody that will help you, and keep telling people until you get help. I know that it's really, really scary to tell people when you really need help with this stuff, because I've been there, and you know, you're afraid, well, what if it gets worse? And you know, I'm not gonna lie to you, it might get worse, because that happened to me. But you have to keep trying, and there are always people out there who want to help you. There is nothing okay with people belittling you because you are who you are, because you like the music you like, you dress the way you like, because you have your hair a certain way, or the way you talk, just the way you are. You know, it's okay for people to dislike you, but it's not okay for people to voice this opinion for no reason whatsoever. You know, there's a difference in disliking someone and bullying someone, and that difference is very clearly put by if you choose to express your dislike for them. If you really think about it, like, what is the point in bullying someone? I have been a bully before in my life. Almost everybody has. Everybody has been bullied, and everyone's bullied, almost. And I used to do it when I was younger. And, you know, I got this, like, wave of, oh, I'm so superior, oh, I'm so funny, like, ha ha ha. But it's not funny. It's really not funny, because if you think about it, the person on the other side of the screen, and most of us have been there, it hurts. It hurts a lot. Which brings me to the point of something that is really popular, cyberbullying. I know that the term cyberbullying and just even bullying in general feels like really light and stupid, like, give me your lunch money, but it's not a joke. There is nothing funny or lighthearted about bullying, and I usually prefer to call it harassment, because a lot of the time it is. A lot of the time it is harassment, and it's not okay. The only thing I can really say for cyberbullying is do your best to report the user. It all depends, you know, what website it's on. I'm just going to throw a couple out there. I have been cyberbullied on Formspring. Best you can do for cyberbullying on Formspring, I've learned, is just delete the account. It is really not worth it. If people genuinely want to ask you questions, they will. They will. If people genuinely care enough to ask you a question about something, they will. Or at least turn anonymous off on Formspring. Because the only reason people are going to use anonymous is to send you nasty things. Occasionally, once in a while, it'll be, oh, I think you're really sweet, and they're just too shy to say so. But 9 chances out of 10, it's going to be someone saying something nasty, and they think they can because they're hiding. And that's not okay, and you don't need to subject yourself to that. As for Tumblr, same thing goes. Turn off anonymous messaging, or just turn off asks altogether. You know, there are some really nasty people on the internet, and they think that they can say whatever they want just because you can't see them or you can't track them, and it doesn't matter. But it does matter. It really matters, because some of the worst things that have been said to me, and some of the things that hurt the most, are things that have been said on websites anonymously, and it stings. It really stings. For Facebook, best thing I can say is put your account under security settings, report anybody who is being rude to you. You know, you're not being a tattletale, you're protecting yourself, and that's extremely important. For Twitter, same thing. If it becomes a problem, put your account on private, report the users. Just do what you can to protect yourself. You know, you don't have to feel bad for wanting to be safe and wanting to feel secure. There is nothing wrong with wanting to get rid of it. And you know, you might be afraid that people are like, oh man, she's so weak, she put her freaking Twitter on private, oh my god, haha, you know, we're getting to her. But fine, whatever. Now you can't get to her. I know that something I struggled with a lot was that I didn't want to delete my accounts. You know, like this was something that, these accounts were things that I used for my friends. These were things that I enjoyed. I enjoyed writing on my Tumblr and posting pictures. I enjoyed tweeting randomly just for my friends. You know, like these were things that I genuinely enjoyed, and I was upset that these websites and such were being polluted, and I didn't know what to do about it, and I did what I could, and it just wasn't changing, and I felt frustrated, and I was very upset, and people kept saying, you know, shut down your accounts, shut down your accounts, and I was like, no, I don't want to, I shouldn't have to. Yes, in a perfect world, you wouldn't have to. In a perfect world, it wouldn't be a problem, but our society isn't perfect, and our world is nowhere near, and the best thing that you can do is protect yourself. If, like, that is the best thing I can tell you to do. If you really, really desperately want these accounts, make an account under, like, a fake name, or make a new account and change your URL, change your privacy settings, do whatever it takes to make sure that you are secure. I know a lot of people as well, you know, think that bullying doesn't matter because it's like, oh, this person's strong, or oh, what I said, you know, it's not really that important, but it is. You can be as strong as you want, but at the end of the day, when you're lying in bed, you've just got, you know, it just gets to you. Doesn't matter how strong you are, after a while, it's going to get to you. And the best thing you can do is try to prevent it before it gets too far, or if it has gone far enough, do what you can to reverse and stop it. Which, you know, can sometimes be as easy as ignoring them, or sometimes can go straight to deleting your accounts and going to the police. What is most important is that you take care of you and your own health and your own safety, and you should never ever feel like you're being a tattletale or anything like that for trying to get help. Because there's nothing wrong with being a tattletale. If somebody is harassing you and hurting you deeply, and like, fuck yeah, you should be a tattletale. Go tell someone. Go tell everyone. Like, it's not okay and it's not cool. At the end of the day, what these people say about you says a lot more about them than it does about you. Now, I'm also not saying that bullying is the victim's fault. It doesn't matter what you've done in the past, or what has happened between you and this person, or even if you've done nothing at all. Nobody deserves to be bullied. Nobody. It doesn't matter who you are or what you've done. It is never the victim's fault, and you do not deserve it. You know, someone could be like, well, she said this, so I said this. Yeah, fine, maybe she did say that. But stop it there. You don't have to take it any further. You don't have to retaliate. And I know sometimes that's extremely difficult, and I've been there. And I know sometimes you're just so angry that you want to freak out and just say all of these things, but it's not going to help. And it's just going to make everything worse. So the best you can do is report them, do not respond, and tell somebody. There is help everywhere. There are people everywhere that want to help you and that are very capable of helping you. And I know it's not always easy to reach out, but maybe if you just tell a friend first, and then your friend can go with you to tell a teacher or a parent. The point is that when something like this is happening, you can feel very panicked and unsafe and trapped. But the truth is that you are never alone, and there's always at least one person who wants to be there and wants to help you. And the best you can do is try to surround yourself with people like that and do whatever it takes to keep yourself safe. I know sometimes that might mean doing things that you don't want to do, like shutting down websites, or doing things that scare you, like telling somebody. Happiness is the most important thing. And if there are people who are affecting your happiness to such levels that you can't deal with it, etc., like, it's just not fair. And you deserve better, and everybody deserves better. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with asking for help. I'm going to leave some numbers down in the description for people you can call if you are too afraid to tell a teacher or a parent or someone. You know, I'm going to give some numbers where you can call anonymously and such like that. A bunch of information on that will be in the description. I just want to let you guys know that if you are ever having any type of issue with bullying, internet hate, etc., I'm actually always open to talking. You know, you can shoot me a message on my Tumblr, which link will also be below, or you can leave me a comment. You know, if you ever feel like you need to talk to somebody and you don't know who's there, I will always listen and do the best I can to help. But I do strongly urge you to tell somebody that you know in person who can physically help you out. I also just want to say that I love you guys very, very much, and I know how difficult and stressful it can be to go through bullying and to have to deal with it. It's exhausting, it's stressful, it puts your whole life in a different perspective, and it makes you feel like everything else is on hold. And it can really, really affect you, not only emotionally, but it can affect your grades, it can affect the way you treat your friends. It's awful, and it needs to stop. And I know that's a lot easier said than done, but you guys are loved. No matter how alone you feel, you are not alone. I'm always here. There's always at least one person. I promise you. I pinky swear. As for anybody who knows someone who is being deeply affected by bullying, I urge you to offer them just as much love and support as you can, to offer them the ability to talk to you, to try to urge them to find help, because I know sometimes it's easy, you know, to just shut off and not want to talk about it, and it's scary, and your friend may say something like, oh, I'll never forgive you if you tell or whatever, but in the end it might be best for them, and I know that's a really big decision that nobody should ever have to make, let alone somebody like 18 or under. Bullying does happen to everyone. I'm just saying that it's a tricky thing to get through, and it's different for every situation. But it stands in every situation that you should tell somebody, an adult, who can help you. And if you are an adult and it's affecting you greatly, if it's in your workplace, tell your boss. If it's your boss, tell the company manager. There's always someone you can tell that can try to help you. Always. And so I want to extend my love to you guys and my best wishes. I hope that any of you I hope that any of you who are dealing with this kind of stuff right now find your peace and find a way to remove yourself from the negativity and find a way to make it stop, because nobody deserves this, and I wish the best for all of you every day. And if you ever need anything at all, I'm here. And phone number's in the description. I'm also going to leave some great help blogs if you want to ask them questions and such. Thank you guys so much for listening. I wish you all the best, and I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you from the deepest pits of my heart. Remember that you always have a friend, even if it's just some random girl on the internet. There's always someone. Oh my god, you're all my little babies. I swear to God, if anyone bullies you, fight them. I don't actually condone fighting bullies. That doesn't help. I love you guys so, so much, and please take care of yourselves. Please, 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 please. I'll see you guys so soon. I love you so much. Have a beautiful day.